She left at least 5 minutes ago. Right after you left her.
Before.
Or before. I think she went that way, from what I hear. Down towards Crystal.
Right.
Okay, so distance formula. We should, like I know somebody said, oh, I don't know what formula I'm supposed to use when I look at something. We need to know those things, or at least in our cheat sheet, right? You have some key words that let you know what to use, right? So distance should, boom, distance formula. Slope, boom, I should be doing slope, right? It's going to be kind of hard when you say factor, right? Because, I'm sorry. Antonio said, hey, I don't know what to do with this one. And I was like, 5-step method. He goes, okay, I got it, right? So if you see the word factor, you should be somewhere in your notes, 5-step method, okay? So those will let you know what to do. The distance formula, remember, I always give you the formula, and I always show you the trick method, okay? So the formula is D is equal to the square root of y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared plus x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared. Okay? Or it's that flip it, smack it, rub it down. Okay? So when you think of the distance, right? You can think of flip it, smack it, rub it down. Okay, and when we flip it, it's just like with the slope. And we're going to be doing this with number 28 here in a minute. But with the slope, you're finding 1 over negative 3. Negative 7 over 4. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this and bringing it up, taking this and bringing it down. Okay? That's what's happening here. Okay? When I say flip it, I'm just putting the y's on top. Okay? When I say smack it, so that's flip. When I say smack it, I'm saying just negative, negative. So that's simple. What this does is helps us organize our work. A lot of students can plug it in, and that's fine. But they don't give you this formula on the state test. So if you don't memorize this formula, how can you plug it in? You see what I'm saying? But yet with the flip it, smack it, rub it down formula, all you have to remember is, what we did with flip it. Oh yeah, I'm used to that because that's what I do for slope. Smack it, that's what I do for slope, right? This is slope right there, right? And then rub it down should be easy because I can think of rub it down is I have 2 arms, right? I have 2 legs, right? And they look like arms. The parentheses are 2 arms, right? The parentheses are 2 legs, right? But what else do we have besides arms and legs? We have a head. And that's a plus, right? It's a plus to have a head. Okay? And then we also have a body that's rooted to it all. Rooted. You see where I'm coming with that? Because when the body is rooted, right? That radical, that square root. Okay? Now I know, okay, that's where that square root comes. It's all rooted. It's all rooted. Does that make sense? And so then I can remember the formula, and I didn't even remember the formula. All I remembered was flip it, smack it, rub it down. Okay? And then it's just doing the math. What's 1 minus 7? That's 1 plus 7. What's 1 plus 7? 8. Okay, now negative 3 minus 4? minus 7?
Yeah.
Okay? So then it's 8 squared. And it's 7 squared. Because even negative 7 is going to become positive, right? Negative times negative is a positive, right? So we're talking about 64 plus 49. And what is that? 64 and 49? 113. And this, that's a prime number. So we're done. Okay? So your distance, now you may have to break it down. If it came up as 112, we'd have to break that down, right? 2 goes into 112, 60 some times, 66 times, or whatever it is, right? Okay? So, and then 2 goes into 66, 33 times. And so then you'd be like, okay, I got it. So it'd be 2, 2, 3, and 11. And the two 2's would come out and have 2 square roots of 33. Okay? But that would be for 112, not 113. Right? 113 is prime. So we're done. And then we would plug it into our calculator really quick. And go the square root of 113 and get 10.63, so 10.6 approximately, right? We're good to go. We got our 2 answers. And then we go to this midpoint, and we should know that the midpoint is y sub 2. Sorry. The midpoint is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2, and y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. Okay? And what one of my students said is, oh, that's easy, so all I have to do is go like this. I could just write 8 over negative 2, like that, right? And then say divided by 2, and then say divided by 2. And those would be my new coordinates. Does that make sense? And then we're just adding those pieces. So 1 and 8 is 9. And 3 and negative 1 is 1. Right? And so that's really 4.5 and 0.5. Or 4.5 and 1/2. Right? And there you go. There's your midpoint. And that was super easy.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. How we doing? Is that okay?